Hi everyone, and welcome back to another WrestleMania 36 tier Season 6 WWE SuperCard video. Today, got quite a bit to get through. First of all, just want to say thank you again for all the new subscribers. Thanks a lot for the messages and the thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. And anyone that is new, please do subscribe. Click all on notifications, and as soon as I've done a video, it'll drop straight to your inbox. So thanks again. Hope you're all keeping positive and safe during this difficult time. So let's jump into today's video. First of all, Giants Unleashed. Well, I was playing it and I finished it within just over 5 hours. So I finished the heroic side. Want to show you everything that's gone on with that. Got a few things to go through. First of all, just on the topic of Giants, you can get some crazy points in this flash event. I mean, serious points. Quite a few of my games were averaging between 400 to 500, which is, it's okay, it's, you know, it's pretty decent, but you can get some serious high numbers. I'll just come out with this a second and just show you a few things that I did get whilst playing. I got the Mustafa Ali card off the board. We've got a couple of Sheamuses, Elias Eggs. That was when we got Big Show. Alexa Bliss eggs. Now here is one of the highest scores that I got. 1.4 plus million. Yeah, 1.4 plus million. I did get quite a few games where I had like 4 in a row, and it boosts you on average. If you get 4 in a row without the, as you can see, the green gear, without the green gear, you're looking on average around, depending on how strong your cards are, if you're in the WrestleMania 36 tier, this is just WrestleMania 36, you won't get these points in lower tiers, unfortunately. But without the green gear, you're looking close to 800,000. With the green gear, it pushed me to 1.1 million on that, and also another line I got 209, the first line I got 122. Also Ivor Eggs, this was one of another score where I got 984, so there was quite a few bits and pieces on that Giants Unleashed that is really interesting. As I say, you can get some crazy points during this flash event. Also want to show you, I got my 20th pull and 21st pull before I go into any other content. They were both pros. First one was Montez Ford, and the second one was Alexa Bliss, which I was very surprised at. We got her from the team event the other day, and we got her as a pro. Really pleased with that. This tier is completely something else for me this time. I'm just getting pros left, right and centre, but just to put it in perspective, I've played since this tier began over 10,000 matches now within the space of a few weeks or so. Just to clarify on, you know, how many games it's taken to get pulls, so I'm roughly getting one per between 400 to 500 games at a time. Also, let's jump into the Giants reward. Now, when I finished the heroic side of Giants, I was ranked 14th, which was very pleasing to see. When I collect this reward, I won't be 14th, because there was still roughly half of the Giant left to do, and it was very, very tight between position 14 where I was to roughly, I think it was position 37, something like that. But obviously a lot more players playing between that time, plenty to catch up and whatnot. And the guy that was first currently at that time was on a remarkable 120 million points. He was obviously determined to get #1 spot. I spent 3,500 credits on bouts to be able to do this, which I thought was quite cheap. But I think that the reason why it only cost me that is because I have quite a strong deck. And I was quite lucky with getting quite a few 4 in the rows. Otherwise, it would have cost me more credits, would have taken me longer. Let's see what we get in this Giants reward. I don't think we're going to get anything special, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what my overall finishing position was. We'll find out now. So yeah, I dropped down to 104. But that was my total damage, 83, just under 84 million for when I finished. Oh, the Giant actually escaped. I didn't realise it escaped. I thought it'd been beat. So the reward's going to be even worse, actually. Let's claim this reward then, see what we get. A Vanguard. Wow. Well, a Vanguard. Pretty speechless with that one, but anyway, we never really tend to get anything from Giants rewards unless you come in like the top 3, which I haven't done before. You're not really going to get out, and that's only if you defeat the Giant. I was thinking that the Giant had been beat, but a Vanguard for nearly 84 million points, that is something else. But not getting negative about it, that is what we have got. Also, good enough to do a Grand Challenge reward. Going to do one of these for you guys. Again, not hoping for much, but hopefully get something. Let's see what we get. And Alistair Black, which I've already had, Luke Harper, and 2 SummerSlam enhancements. Now, this next thing that I'm going to do, in fact, we'll save that to last because I'm quite excited for this. King of the Ring, won King of the Ring again, so we are guaranteed a WrestleMania 36 again in this video for you guys. Let's see what we get. That is the Triple H image as well. I will go into the images on the Giants next as well, just to show you how things look as well. First of all, let's do this. Mick Foley, 25 picks, Keith Lee. Who is this going to be? Is it going to be another pro? Is it going to be a new card? I'm hoping if it's a male, it's a Bray Wyatt pro. That is the main pro I really want in this tier. Let's see what we can get. Oh, Braun Strowman. Pretty sure that's a pro. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's just, we'll just check that. I'm quite happy with that. Yes, Braun Strowman is another pro. Fantastic. Let's just give you a bit of a rundown then from the Giants. The Royal Rumble heroic side was Kane, and the normal side Royal Rumble was Sheamus. Not really going to go into much about them as they're not that important really for the WrestleMania 36 side of things, but I did put yesterday in yesterday's video what the milestones were for if you're WrestleMania 36 on these. Below that is, because the Vanguard is Randy Orton on the normal side, below that is Miz for Primal, and Nightmare is Undertaker. I will just show you the Big Show as well. Well, I'll show you Triple H first. This is how Triple H looks. I think this is by far one of the best Triple H images that has come into the game. I'm glad that it's unfortunate for other tier players that it's not going to be accessible unless you're WrestleMania 36. I'm happy in my opinion that I've been able to get that without having to like do the 2 ways to win or pay to win, basically, to get this card. I think that it's going to be very unlikely that we do get a pro of this card, but I'm happy to have that image, so I'm glad that they have done that. Also, this is just another look at the Mustafa Ali egg that we got. Now, the Big Show is here, which is quite an old image. I think they could have chosen a better image. I think with these event cards as well, the Edge one was outstanding. And then the Undertaker, again, could have chosen a better image in my opinion. And this one, again, I think they could have chose a better image. Quite surprised that it was a Big Show. I think the reason being they've chose him is because he returned at WrestleMania, faced Drew, and has got a Netflix show as well. I think a couple of other options, if they hadn't gone for the Big Show, my thought was Drew was going to get an event card, possibly, or Andrade, with him being the Universal United States Championship, or even with it being WrestleMania, with it being like a Triple H themed month, Shawn Michaels could have possibly had a shout, and you know, something along those lines, even Batista. But it is a Big Show. I'm not that fussed really. At the end of the day, it's an event card, so whoever is the event card, it is, they must have the reasons for picking the Big Show. But also on this card, actually, I just wanted to show you, I've put the Triple H hammer on the Big Show. Reason being is, until I decide who to actually assign it to, because I've got to do matches with the Big Show, I've just put it on him just to purely do the matches until I decide who I am going to put it on. Now, I did say in yesterday's video as well, there is going to be a Triple H quest of some sort. Whether that's released later today when the whole thing resets 8 PM UK time, 12 PM EST, when that quest starts, I'm not sure. If I do acquire that Triple H card, then that sledgehammer will go on that Triple H card. I do believe the Triple H card as well is supposedly better than these Spring Fusion cards, but not quite as overpowered as the NWO ones. That's the sort of message I've been getting off Twitter. So we'll obviously find out when it's released and when we can have a proper look at the card. Also in today's video, so we've done the Giants side of things. I'll just show you the milestones as well, just to give you a bit of a thing. So it's just under 82.5 million required for the heroic upgrade, for anyone who didn't know. just under 69 for the Sledgehammer, and just under 56.5 for Kane. Quite large numbers, but it is to be expected, as they seem to don't do any favours with the point system for these events. It just increases. But like I say, in this flash event, you've got a higher chance of getting better results during this time. Not sure how it's going to work with the Giants. A couple of people have asked how often the Giants going to switch and whatnot. So we will see what happens with that. Now, next thing we have got is, which I am really looking forward to doing, is whilst I was playing Giants Unleashed, there was a new egg quest to do, which I managed to collect all of them. Don't ask me how, but fortunately I managed to get them all whilst I was playing. I was really shocked that I got them all so quickly. Alexa Bliss was actually the first one I got all 3 of, and then I think I had like 2 Arvas and 2 Elias, and then it just tallied up from there. I think this will be sort of an exclusive as well. I'd imagine I'm probably one of the first that is uploading this completed quest as well. So I'm really pleased to be able to share this with you guys. Let's jump in then and have a look at these cards. We'll start off with Elias. That is Elias. Pretty decent image. That one's the primal. Ivar. Again, quite decent. This is one I'm looking forward to. Alexa Bliss. Ooh. Now that is a good image. I do like that. That is that's definitely one of the best images I've seen. We could possibly use that on the WrestleMania 36 one, actually. We will see once we've pro'd that. Now on this one again, Royal Rumble to WrestleMania 36 with a chance of, I think it's Mustafa Ali WrestleMania 36 this time, or a Sheamus Royal Rumble. Not expecting to get a Spring Fusion, but if we do, happy days. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, boom. Royal Rumble, Tony Storm, which I think is an F1. Not the result that we wanted, but I can't really complain with how, I can't complain at all with how this tier has been treating me. You win some, you lose some, it's just how it is. Let me know how you guys are getting on in Giants Unleashed, if you're playing it, what tier you're on. There's not really any bits and pieces really that I can suggest. It's just look on how they fall. But if you do look at the bottom left when you're starting about, it does say power, speed, toughness, charisma. So if you keep your eye on that, it roughly tells you which one could be next, and it tells you which one has already been used once you've had a bout out of the 3 bouts that you are doing. So yeah, really happy to be able to share that quest with you guys. Really pleased that I managed to get that done. And Giants, so anyone new, please do subscribe. Please do give us a thumbs up if you like the content that I'm doing, and if you want to see more as well, as and when I get it. Also put your notifications to all, and shout out to everyone that has been following me as well in game. If you would like me to follow you back as well, if I haven't done already, here is my player ID, which is 9789426. The way to do that, if you want to find me, is if you go to social, go to follow, type that number into that section, and it will bring me up. And that way, you just click on my symbol, and that will start following. So again, if you want to drop me a message, you want me to follow you, I will follow you, and please do the same back. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, thank you very much, and take care of yourself. Peace out. Thank you.